How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and another league video, and today we'll actually be discussing some potentially enormous news that someone posted on Reddit, which I don't know how likely it is because it just doesn't really seem like something that would happen. But let's look at what was posted. It was this, which you probably can't read, but it was apparently originally posted about 10 days ago. But let's translate it, and I'm going to use the translation in the Reddit post, so I'm not 100% sure of how accurate it is, so bear with me. A team with the move of its jungler has a lot of dissatisfaction with the LCK. The team had prepared to transform its gaming business from their company promotion to a media business with a proper profit model. The team thought they had some big influence to the league since they supported esports consistently. However, their requests for improvement of the profit model of the LCK and franchising of the LCK were disregarded. The team has lost its interest in the league they're currently participating in. They don't find any meaning in significant investments in the league anymore. Although they were expected to put out some big money, they are saving their funds. So does that mean the team is leaving the industry? Nope, this team is planning their transfer to the LCS. Before the overseas employment permit of a franchise player expires, the team will take the player to the LCS. The team plans to present the player as a star player of the team, and it will settle down in LCS stably. So you probably could have guessed, but this statement is about T1, and the last statement most likely is referring to Faker. But what exactly are they trying to say? Well, they said that T1 had requests for improvement of the profit models for the LCK and franchising of it, but they were denied their requests. T1 is apparently no longer interested in the LCK, and it doesn't sound like it's a player perspective. It sounds like it's coming from a management perspective. So they want to pull out of LCK because they're not feeling like their investments are worthwhile. But there's this part right here. The team is planning their transfer to the LCS. So T1 wants to switch leagues and participate in North American LCS instead of the LCK, and there's really only a couple ways they could actually go about this. One is that if they bought out an org from the LCS, which seems very unlikely to me because it's T1. They have a very prestigious name and mantle that they want to uphold, so I doubt that they're going to want to put a bunch of their players onto a team from North America. They're probably going to want to keep the name of T1. They've won Worlds 3 times. I imagine they're going to want to stick with it. The second option is that if they somehow manage to expand the number of teams on the LCS, because right now you can only have 10. But either way, they're going to have to only have 2 imports, so it would be Faker and someone else. And another option is that if they somehow expanded the LCS for more teams, they would need their Korean players to be residents of America, because I highly doubt that T1 is going to be picking up any non-Korean players. And their last option is that if one of the teams that's currently in the LCS gets dropped, T1 could take their spot, which seems like the most likely scenario to me. And the guy that put out this information was the same guy that predicted Klid's move and some other things that make him appear trustworthy. But even if this is an official statement put out by T1, it just seems very unlikely to me. Then there's also that last statement that talks about Faker. Before the overseas permit of a franchise player expires, the team will take the player to the LCS. So before Faker's visa expires, the team wants him to compete in the LCS. That's what I got from it anyway. I'm not sure if I'm misunderstanding this, but when they put it that way, it sounds like they want Faker to get imported to a North American team to compete there, which also sounds ridiculous to me because why would they put out a statement saying, hey, we want one of our players to go to a different team and compete and win over there? So I don't know. This just doesn't make sense to me. What do you guys think, though? Because maybe I just misinterpreted it or something, or maybe there's some other way that T1 could compete in the LCS. But from my understanding, this just doesn't really make sense. I don't know what T1 is going for here. So please, if you guys can gather anything else from this information, please drop some comments and enlighten me because I want to know if this is actually a real thing or not. But as usual, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. I will be seeing you guys soon with another video. So take it easy and have a great day. Bye-bye.